What's going on, everybody? This is South Park Skits, and today we are going to be playing a game called Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, if you don't know what this game is, it's basically a horror game. But you might think, oh, South Park Skits, this looks like a cutesy anime game. Oh, no. You will find out a few videos later, buddy. Anyways, without further ado, let's get talking. Let's get to it. Alright. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my next door neighbor, and my good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you will never see yourself making today. But it kinda works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Oh, piss off. Bro, go away. Bro, I'm trying to... Go away! Oh my god, I'm trying to make a gaming video here. Piss off, man. Oh my god. Anyways. But I caught you this time. Piss off, I don't give a damn. Bro, these stupid notifications, man, I swear to God. Anyways, maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, South Park Skits. Alright. Quick side note. SPS was a name one of my online friends gave to me, and so I adapted it, and like, it's literally the name on my second account, which I post the character AI user videos. Let me know if I should make a character AI video or something like that, you know, just talk to characters, or another gaming video like this. I don't care. Anyways, that's mean, South Park Skits. Well, if people stared at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we were a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Good on you, Sayori! Good on you, Sayori. I need to turn this volume down. I can't even hear myself think. Alright. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, South Park Skits, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. You watch anime? Okay. I can't be laughing because I used to do the same thing back in like 2023. I literally was like a fan of this game back in 2023. Alright. It's because the characters are like cute girl characters, and you know, I was in my teenage years, and you know how puberty goes, you know how it goes, right? Male puberty, female puberty, we all have the same feeling, alright? Anyways, I was talking about how I'm worried that you want to learn how to socialize and need life skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I died at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because of you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Oh, bro. That's tough, bro. Alright. I'll look for a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Would you at least promise me you would try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Also, my older brother, and my friend from school is probably gonna watch this YouTube video. Trust me, guys, it's not what it looks like, alright? Trust me, in a few videos later, you will realize that this is a horror game. But right now, it looks too innocent. So trust me. Why would I let myself get lectured by a carefree girl? More than I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry about me makes me want to erase her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Scene change, chat. Here we go, bro. Anyways, the school day was as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things up, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs, but I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. And honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? That you could come into my club. Sayori, yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed to the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday that I will bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell Sayori if she's really much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to plan all of this out. I let her a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. Never seen transaction, chat. So far, so good. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, but being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings the door open to the classroom. Swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori, as always, says nice things about you. Seriously? You bought a boy? What the fuck was that? You bought a boy. Bro. You bought a boy. Oh, I'm such a fool, bro. Way to kill the atmosphere. Okay, that's sexist. South Park skits. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Oh my god, I know my school friend's gonna replay this part. I'm gonna regret this video later. This is so cringe. But hey, if you guys enjoy it, make sure you subscribe. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Why did that sound like a Minecraft villager? The girl with the sour attitude is apparently named Natsuki. Is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She also is the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest of the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who's apparently comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. It's nice to meet you but it's nice to meet you both. Fuck, I can't read, dude. And it sounds like you already know Monica, right? That's right. It's great seeing you again, South Park Skits. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, rarely. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most beautiful girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so gently feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down with South Park Skits. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them, so I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room when Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray, and Yuri opens the closet. Fuck, I can't read, dude. Okay? Alright, chat, listen. Just bear with me while I'm trying to read this, alright? I'm not really that good at reading, so I am trying my best, alright? Just bear with me. Still feeling a little awkward. I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table with tray in hand. Okay! Are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Whoa! Bro, come on now. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray, revealing a dozen of fluffy cupcakes that are decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn on with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs one first. Then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full, already to manage to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help it but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She is still waiting for me to take a bite. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere else before? That's foreshadowing, chat. This is foreshadowing something, but I'm not going to spoil it. But this right here, if you know ddlc or played it before, you know what is about to happen right after that scene. And we'll get to it in future videos. I made them for you or anything. Even though you technically fuck. Dumbass voice cracks, bro. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Heh, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Heh, that's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you considering the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As the president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How can you decide it on your own club? Oh, I can't fucking read, bro. Maybe it's Friday today, and I don't know. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member or anything of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Haha, well, you know, to be honest, I can't really stand all the politics around major clubs. Alright, chat. So this implies that politics exist in this universe. Alright? So people like Trump and Obama, all that, probably exist in this universe somewhere. Alright? And considering this game is made in 2018, I reckon the Trump and Hillary Clinton election was viral and popular in that time. Even though that was 2016, but, you know. I also seen a South Park episode with Trump in it, which was lovely. You know what? Forget what I said. Let's continue with the video. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in clubs yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are really interested in putting out all the efforts to start a brand new club. Especially something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. But you have to work to convince people you're both fun and worth the while. But it makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! You know it! Alright! Why am I trying so hard to be funny, bro? This is ridiculous. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must really work hard to find these. Maybe that's why we were all delighted by the idea of a new club, of a new member joining. Bro, I can't read. What the hell is going on? Though, I still don't really know if I can keep the level of enthusiasm about literature. So, South Park skits, what kinds of things would you like to read? Well, considering how little I spent the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wanted to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Hey, I'm just saying, chat, I find my comfort in my phone or devices and like chilling in bed than people. So me and her, we kind of relate, but instead of books, it's my phone. Alright, I'd rather chill on my phone than talk to anyone. Well, besides my friends at school. They're chill. Shout out to you guys. But you know I like things. You know I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberate take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I have been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror books. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a level. Minimum. Now I can say it. What the fuck, dude? At this rate, Yuri might as well be having conversation with a rock. The fork. Really? I wouldn't expect that, Yuri. For someone that as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, I can't really put it down. Hey chat, that's Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, bro. But it's a crime drama, so Saul Goodman is the GOAT. Anyways, surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the real world, if only for a brief moment. Surreal horror. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? God damn, bro. She's going into him. She's going in her. She's finding out all of her secrets, bro. Like, damn. Might as well find her diary at it. Might as well find what's on her phone, bro. Like, god damn. What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looks like you're working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and Give Me That Back. Fine. Your cupcakes and your poems. Everything is cute as everything you do is just as cute as you are. Whoa, chat, we might be getting some lesbian action here. Whoa, no, what is she? And Natsuki, Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Oh no, what the bro, what the fuck is this, bro? Bro, we're getting some lesbian action here. What the hell? I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing level writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your reader and exposing your vulnerabilities and showing up, even reaching in your even reach. You can read that chat. I can't read, bro. Do you have writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe if you shared some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aww, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And next time, we'll all meet and share with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah! Let's do it! Plus, now we have a new member. And I think it will all help us out.